The SS5 incident. The incident occurred on a winter day 12 years ago. It was the 10th of February. The police department in the country received a call from a group of kidnappers. We kidnapped President Hung, they said. Kidnapped? The SS5 incident was the case of President Hung's kidnapping. It demanded a ransom of $100 million. $100 million? Wait, how much is that? A large amount. Having trouble visualizing it. That night, the old man was the last person to meet with the president. They were together at the Zhangfa embassy until midnight of February 10th. After that, no one knows what the president was doing up until he was kidnapped. With the president's life at stake, the Zhangfa government frantically gathered the money. After that, the ransom was delivered and the president was returned safe and sound. So, President Hung has been the president since 12 years ago? That's really amazing. Well, being in office for so long is just a small part of how amazing that man is. Lang seemed a bit happy when he said that. And what happened to the kidnappers? Well, a top-secret covert investigation was carried out. Then a secret trial was held. A trial? Does that mean the suspect was caught? The suspect was Patricia Rowland. Then, the reason you came to the prison a few days ago. Yeah, I was put on extended leave from Interpol. So I decided to go back and reinvestigate what happened 12 years ago. First, I had to get a look at the face of my target. So the trial 12 years ago ended with a not guilty verdict. Yeah. Back then, my old man was in charge of every aspect of the president's security. He took responsibility for the kidnapping and was relieved of his position as bodyguard. But he continued to investigate as a regular police officer until finally found the culprit. It was none other than Patricia Rowland. There's no way she could be innocent. However, the result was a not guilty verdict. In the end, the case went unsolved. Crushed in both body and soul, my old man resigned for the police. What was the basis of arresting Patricia Rowland? There was a lot of evidence. At least, that's what I think. But I can't see those documents for myself. So that's where my story ends. What should we do? With only this much information, even the little thief would have a hard time reproducing a recreation. Is there really nothing we could do? Looks like you can need my help. Who's that? Francesca! And Mr. Shields, too! We finished up with the trial and finally managed to catch up with you guys. Here, take this. This is... it's the case files for the SS5 incident, sir. Looks like we're getting everybody here in the little space, just like in the previous investigations game where we had everybody in the lobby. When Roland mentioned 12 years ago, during the trial, it caught my interest. I looked into it immediately and got in touch with Interpol. I expected no less from you, Francesca. Don't get the wrong idea, Miles Edgeworth. I didn't prepare these documents for you, the former prosecutor. I did it for the sake of the investigation taking up the case his father left behind. Sis. But I thought information on the SS5 incident was restricted to the public. The restriction was placed by the prosecutor in charge of the case, Balze the Beste. Balze the Beste was the prosecutor in charge. Him. However, as a result of the trial just now, Balze's authority has been revoked. All thanks to his son. Sebastian? By bringing down his father, the door to this past case has been opened. Prosecutor the Beste is currently wrapping things up in Patricia Rowland's trial. He told me to relay this message to you. Leave Pops and his cohorts to me. You guys just take care of the case on your end. He's become quite reliable right before our very eyes. Truly. Alrighty then! This is perfect! Now that we have the files, just leave the recreation to me. Indeed. Well then, let us begin. According to these documents, it appears that the incident took place right in front of the Tower Plaza. Then let's head to the plaza right away! April 6th, 3:25 p.m. outside Ground Tower, Tower Plaza. Hey, would you please activate the little Mr. Thief? Right, with these case files, recording everything should be a snap. Where should I start? Well, indeed, one of these documents. It seems there was a witness to the kidnapping of the president. A freelance journalist by the name of Jack Cameron. However, he happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time and was murdered by the culprit. So that would mean the place he saw the president at was here. Here? At the Grand Tower? No. The Grand Tower was only built around a year ago, okay? Before that, this place contained mostly abandoned buildings. However, 12 years ago, this place was... now you're finally talking about some stuff that I know. Yeah, 12 years ago, this very spot was the Happy Family Home. What's that, pal? It was a place where children who had lost their parents come living. Or to put it simply, it was an orphanage. Wait, are you telling me that this tower destroyed an orphanage? So the president was kidnapped at the orphanage. And the head of the facility at the time was Patricia Rowland. Apparently, Rowland always referred to it as her home. It seems the suspicion would naturally fall upon her. Patricia Rowland was the Beste, and President Hung. The darkness that remains from the SS5 incident still cast a shadow on the present case. Hey, I'd like you to input the investigation data from Jack Cameron's murder case. You could probably assume he was killed by one of the kidnappers. So we solve the murder case, we'll know who the kidnappers were, right? Precisely. I'm counting on you. I got thinking that perhaps the president did it himself. But now I'm confused over to whether or not, like who's the mastermind? Because most mastermind stuff would have it to where you would know the person. What the heck is this? Everything's green. How to expect such reactions? This is a recreation of the grounds of the facility that stood here 12 years ago. Based on the documents from the police investigation, I recreated the scene to show what it looked like when the police arrived at 7 a.m. the next day. It appears a fair amount of snow have piled up here. Yeah, I heard that the footprints on the snow were prime pieces of evidence. Snow fell during the day, and on the day of the incident. The snow only fell before the crime took place, which means the footprints wouldn't have been erased by any further snow. Let's make sure to pay close attention to these footprints. Begin investigation. Orphanage, front yard. Okay. I definitely like this music is getting me like jam-a-ramming. Let's go. Yeah, what's up? To think that your little Mr. Thief would help us out once again. It's just Little Thief. And no matter how useful Little Thief is, if there's an error with the info, the recreation could come out a bit strange. If you find anything strange, please present some evidence. So I can examine things like I normally do, even if it's just a recreation. Yep. Go all out and investigate every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. I don't have enough data to do it now, but once you gather enough info, I can recreate the scene at a different moment in time. Alright. I'll ask for your help when the time comes. Cool. Oh, we can talk to them? Scruffy! Don't you dare say a word! I'm warning you! Mr. Edgeworth! Please help me out, sir! What is it, Detective Gumshoe? It's about the story behind this SS5 incident, sir! Even though Ballsy may have lost his authority, there's no way he could get confidential documents this quickly. That got me curious, so I made a few calls and asked around. And I found out that Miss Von Kami used all sorts of forceful tactics too. Scruffy! I thought I warned you! Hey! You did a lot for us, Francesca. I promise I will bring this to an end with my own hands. I really love the relationship because you could tell just how much Franny loves her brother. Like, to no end. It's kind of ridiculous. She doesn't show it, but like she just like doesn't have the capacity to love the way that most people do. And instead she just lashes out with like whips and like mean quips of being foolish and such, and just like, I don't know, it's super endearing. It's so cute to me. What a scoop! Would you look at that? These folks have done turned green. Maybe they're sick or something, but their clothes are green too. Well, I'll be. Their clothes are all green too. I reckon this ain't no ordinary disease. You pick on something good. Looks like you're taking it to the next level. Yes, Chief. Looks like there's no way we're getting a word in. Not that I have the desire to intervene. Yeah, that's fair. He's a little talk too, you know. The swing decoration with the face of an elephant. Looks like there's some kind of motor attached to the other side of the elephant. There's one thought that has crossed the minds of every top-class swinger. If only I could do a full 360. With that power motor running the swing, that dream could finally be achieved! Rotating with a motor. But wouldn't that be dangerous? Mr. Edgeworth, you can't fulfill your dreams unless you're willing to take some risks. Is that the real problem here? Nah, man, like, yeah, for real. Every swinger gotta have that swing, you feel me? Please ask me anything you wish. Let's present her with our badge. The young lady there seems to have made a full recovery. Yep, when you returned my father's notebook, I was able to return to my old self. Thank you so much. Think nothing of it. I did not do anything. The return of your notebook and the return of your memories. They were all simply the works of the goddess of law. I don't think either of those things had any relevance to the law. She's kinda coldy, but I could fix her. You have my heartfelt thanks for bringing John back. Oh, even the thought of him not coming back makes me... Yo, man, don't bully my mom! No, that was not my intention. Whoa, look at him go! Mommy's little knight in shining armor. He's so cool. It's not like that. You're blabbering stupid stuff about me. John, please wait. May I proceed, Mr. Edgeworth? My actions were unbecoming of one who calls herself a servant of the goddess of law. I won't ask for forgiveness. However, Judge Courtney, I am not as well acquainted with the goddess of law as you are. However, isn't that goddess also a mother of other gods? The law makes exceptions for extenuating circumstances. It understands a mother's heart. I say perhaps your goddess sympathizes with you more than you think. Mr. Edgeworth. I don't get it. What the heck are those two blabbering about? It's okay, John. I don't have a clue either. It seems the dust has settled on day one of Patricia Rowland's trial. Yes. While the decision has yet to be reached, I would say a guilty verdict is quite likely. I'm sure a thorough investigation into a connection with Balze would be conducted as well. After seeing Sebastian today, I know we could put our faith in him. Just like Kay, Sebastian is also in the midst of training for the future ahead. I see. When you say it like that, I guess we have more in common than I thought. I said a few mean things to him, so the next time we meet, I'd like to apologize to him. I'm sure you will get your opportunity, but for now... Yes, at present, solving this case is our top priority. Okay. Can we talk to him? Yeah, we can. What do you want? Let's present him with this. What's that supposed to be? Giving me that isn't gonna land you a role in film. Okay, yeah, we showed this before. This is fair. Okay, why are you asking? Okay. John, I'd like you to tell me the exact details of your kidnapping. You were kidnapped at the garbage pickup area, right? Why'd you go there? I don't have to act as a go-between. I could just talk to the old man directly. So he says, looks like he's finally starting to warm up to you. I went to the garbage pickup to throw away the flowers I found on the body. It was nearby and I thought it'd be harder to find there than if I just tossed them in the trash. I went there last night too, but the gate was locked. And that's why you went there again today to dispose of them. Yeah, but when I got there, someone suddenly grabbed me from behind. And used Sleepy ZZZ on you, right? Catching Z's is now super easy with Sleepy ZZZ. Even though she was also a victim to it, he seems to have taken a liking to the slogan. Whoever grabbed me was really strong. That's all I know. I have no idea who it is. I see. So that's what happened. Someone really strong. Like a former president? As if a body double was placed and the body double was the one killed? We have been hearing about body doubles. Another president, the real president, seems the most likely out of the situation right now. And frankly, you know, after the drugs wore off, did you notice anything about your surroundings? Those drugs were brought to you by Sleepy ZZZ. Catching Z's is now super easy with Sleepy ZZZ. It was kind of cold when I woke up. I was in a dark, empty room. Lots of foreign writing on them were flying around, so I figured I was in a warehouse. The whole place was like a giant refrigerator. It was a commercial warehouse. That's right, John was rescued thanks to the collective efforts of Kay and Detective Gumshoe. It was still a bit cold. The cooling unit's power must have been cut for too long. For some reason, I didn't think to take my phone, so I used it to call for help. I see. In any case, it's good that you're safe and sound, John. Don't need your fake sympathy, old man. What an incorrigible child. He's just like a certain someone I know. Yeah, Edgeworth be like that, though. Yeah. Okay, so can we look at anything else around here? I guess the footprints. Then we can talk to all these people. Please. Yeah, we might as well look at this. This store! I remember seeing it from somewhere. Of course you would. It looks exactly like the Grand Tower that we saw earlier. But this is a recreation from 12 years ago. That means the store has been here since then. It seems when the Grand Tower was built, they decided to reuse the door, rather than destroy it. It's like the old saying goes, discover something new by heating up something old. It seems she's, understood the correct meaning of a saying for once. But if you're using a microwave to do it, don't heat it for over 5 minutes. This bear-shaped igloo is both cute and scary at the same time. I hereby declare this a bear glow. It looks as though this igloo can fit 3 people inside. Yeah, I bet you can live up to 3 years in this bear glue. 3 years. What about the summertime? The igloo would melt. Sir Edgeworth, say that again. Say that one more time. The igloo would melt. She really wanted to hear Edgeworth just say bear. The scene sure puts a chill in your bones. Uncle Ray needs a hot bath to keep him warm. Can you please try to be a little more serious? Oh, if that's what Kay wants, I guess I have no choice. Miles, this is where it all began. Isn't that right? Yes, I fear this is the case. What was Patricia and Ballsey's true goal? There are still many mysteries yet to be solved. Indeed, it's just as you say. Particularly the mystery of what will happen to Kay Ray's love. Isn't it suspenseful? Not even a little. You just couldn't resist, could you, Mr. Shields? Why can't you ever stay serious for more than a minute? I think he's generally incapable of staying serious for that long. I mean, who wants to be serious? Silly mode forever, baby. These playground toys are modeled after a hare and a tortoise, like from the fable. The tortoise and the hare competed in race, and in the end the hare lost. Now for something completely different. It's time for a K quiz. Why did the hare lose? There are 3 choices. Where do I know the answer? The hare took a nap. 1. The hare's favorite shoes were stolen by the Yagatarasu. 2. The tortoise trained with the Yagatarasu until it became faster than the hare. 3. Unbeknownst to the 2 animals, the Yagatarasu stole the victory from the shadows. Has to be 3. It's gots to be. Those are my only choices? Is it too hard for you? Okay, I'll give you a hint. It starts with a T. She wants me to pick number 3. Yeah, of course. Why not? The great Yagatarasu. Three flower pits. It's snow. Agent Ling, what's the matter? Something strange. Wasn't able to read the SS5 incident case files until now. Since Palsy had all access to the information restricted. Yeah, that's right. And yet, I feel like I've seen this exact scene somewhere before. What do you mean? Where did I see this? I could just remember. It looks Stephen Mott. Should leave him alone for a while. Oh, my old man was also the fall of the Lang clan. Family that failed to protect the president. That's what we became. The old man started to investigate the case like he was possessed. Would someone so driven by obsession truly conduct a proper investigation? Sheesh. You really don't pull your punches, Mr. Prosecutor. Don't think I blindly trusted in his investigation just because he's my own man. His investigation was meticulous, down to the last detail. Apparently, he even conducted a thorough interview with each and every kid at the orphanage. He interviewed every child. Wonder how fruitful his results were. After the SS5 incident, the president completely changed. Oh, baby! Oh, baby! What did I say? What did I say? Well, he must have felt like his trust had been betrayed him. I guess it's only natural. He cut off all ties with the Lang clan, put an end to our deep bond of trust. The old man wanted to do at least apologize in some way. So he tried to go see the president more times than I could count. Of course, the president refused to meet with him. Wouldn't even give him the time of day. I don't know if it was from the bodyguards, but there were times he'd come back all beaten up. Damn, dude. That's fucked. He made one critical mistake. And it's not even a mistake. And like, this motherfucker can't even apologize. I can't say I don't feel that. Like, there are some people that just do not care for you after you made a mistake. Just the wrong mistake. In your eyes, you're just dead to them. That's how it is for some people. Me standing around talking about the past doesn't do jack, does it? Shall be the judge of that. Now just keep telling us what you know. Still as tactless as ever. Well, I figured you'd say as much. We get both of them? I'm gonna show me this again. What the little crow girl's always wearing on her clothes, isn't it? It represents the most powerful animal in nature. My Yakatarasu badge. Isn't it awesome? Most powerful animal in nature. Not so fast. Can't let that one slide. Lang Z says, the wolf is mightier than the crow. Just one slash from a wolf's claw, your little crow will be never more. Take that back, Wolfie. Beef Girl says, the crow soars above all others. I'll swoop in to peck the wolf to pieces, then fly back up to avoid the wolf's claws. Don't underestimate the wolf's jumping ability. It'll bite the crow before it can fly away. The crow can flap its wings so hard, it'll blow the big bad wolf away. Ka-ka-ka-ka! They're squabbling like children. I just love that he does. He gets into a fight with Kay. Kay is like fucking 17, my dudes. Oh my gosh. The footprints here seem to lead to and from the body. These footprints were believed to be the culprits. The shoe size is about size 7. That's fairly average. It seems we won't be able to tell who the culprit is from these footprints. Okay, and we go here. Nope. Nothing with the flower beds. Flower bed. According to the data, this facility had 3 gardens. And each of these gardens contained 3 flower beds. 3? The way these flower beds are lined up. I've seen this arrangement somewhere before. Since it was during the winter, there were no flowers in bloom. What a shame. What's this yellow flower? Huh? Why is there a single flower here? That is a lion lily. It's a very rare type of lily. Did you say lion lily? That's the flower Miss Courtney gave to the president. The doing here could be just a coincidence. If I recall, the lion lily originates from Asia. In the language of flowers, it means the bond between parent and child. Oh? I never knew you were so familiar with flowers. That much is common knowledge. You are simply lacking in your studies, Miles Edgeworth. Here, what is this thing? I can't? I have to look at the body itself? Okay. So this is the eyewitness of the president's kidnapping, Jack Cameron. What exactly did he witness? I've recreated the state of his body based on the photos taken by the police. It appears he was struck in the head from behind. Got one lily, got a brick here. So the brick was taken from here. And the cell phone. The murder weapon was a brick, right? Looks like the one from this garden. Blood that flowed from his head was splattered all over the surroundings. Here, take this. It's Mr. Cameron's autopsy report. Okay. Won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. So obviously this is a thing. The yellow flower has fallen here. It's called a lion lily. Indeed. Francesca told us earlier. Apparently it comes from Asia. Yep. The linkage of flowers, I think it means the bond between parents and crime. The bond between parents and child. He's just like, I'm not gonna bother correcting her, just let her have it, just let her have it. I assume this is the victim's cell phone. That's right! Apparently Mr. Cameron gave his eyewitness testimony over the cell phone. What do you mean by over the cell phone? After Cameron found the president, it seems that he called his girlfriend. But she didn't answer the phone, so Cameron left the message on her answering machine. The tape is in the case files too. You want to hear it? Please. Hello, Jill? Are you asleep already? I'm in front of the facility now, but something's not right. President Hong is here of all places. And what's more... Crap, the light just went off. I could barely see a thing now. Can't believe it, but it almost looks like he's being kidnapped. I thought I'd let you know. What was that sound at the end? Seems he was attacked while he was still on the phone. Agent Lang, may I ask, what was the name of Mr. Cameron's beloved? I'm pretty sure I heard her name was Jill Crane. So, it was true. Did you say Jill? This is why she was seeking revenge for 12 young years. The feelings and the items Miss Crane inherited from her beloved brought her to the auction. She had come to exact revenge on the conductor, Balze. But Miss Crane tried to get revenge on Balze, right? She may have wanted to get revenge on him for covering up the kidnapping case. Or perhaps she thought Bullseye himself was the kidnapper. And brick. This is the brick that was used as the murder weapon. You find bricks like this all over the garden. They must have used one of them as a weapon. What is this? What is so vivid? According to the autopsy report, it seems the immediate cause of death was blood loss from the blow to the head. Indeed, not only did it spill out from the wound, but it splattered around the surrounding area. No one could have survived after losing this much blood. It's safe to say the autopsy report matches the state of affairs. And he had a camera? The victim was carrying a camera. Oh, according to case files, it seems he only managed to take a single photo. Here it is. Oh? This is... Is that the president? He's being held at gunpoint. This must be the scene the victim witnessed. So the person in the coat must be the kidnapper. Indeed. Seems like some sort of disguise. The logic of Agent Lang's father is correct. Then this person should be Patricia Rowland. But why there's only one photo? Perhaps he was killed before he could take any more? Yeah, but why don't they just take the whole thing? Why did they leave one photo behind? It's a bit odd, ain't it? Jack Cameron was a freelance journalist. He was killed because he witnessed the president's kidnapping. The blood really stands out in the recreation. It's giving me the heebie-jeebies. Even in the original photo, it looks brutal enough. A lot of blood was spilled. The back of his head is covered in blood. That must be where the blood spilled from. According to the autopsy report, he was struck in the back of the head with a brick. Indeed. Let's get the killer approach Mr. Cameron from behind. Is the victim holding something in his right hand? It's also written in the case files. Seems he was holding on to a button. A button. He teared off the culprit's clothes. Okay. It doesn't look like there's anything else there, so we're good on that end. So, we only have 2 logics. 3 footprints, we still have that. Flower beds, 3 hoof prints. Each one had 3 square. Oh. Hello, operator. Perhaps this is the true nature of the monster's footprints. True nature? Compare the positions of the 3 footprints and the 3 flower beds on the left. Ah! The exposed areas of dirt match the areas where the flower beds were. The Bosley dug up holes in front of each of where each of the 3 flower beds used to be? Exactly. Now why would he do such a thing? I believe we have a piece of evidence that tells us why. Why did Balsay dig up the holes in the ground near the flower bed? Isn't there something that says... Dover's body was discovered inside Mr. Masters' mansion. So that's the IS-7 incident. Or from Knightley. Found inside the safe. Was planted inside the Amaterasu badge. Recording that was intercepted from the bug that was planted by K. Used on Kay and John when they were sleeping. There we go, there's 12 years ago. Was kidnapped on February 10. 12 years ago, the kidnappers demanded that much. Confirms that on the evening of the incident, the president was saying fun and basking until midnight. Okay. There's nothing there. Time of death. Died instantly after being hit. He was likely killed after leaving a message. And then there's that. So that isn't it. Click on no, we don't need that. There seems to be an eye missing here. Oh. We have a button connection with this. On the snowman. But why would he be able to go get the snowman? That's what's confusing to me. Those seem to be normal shoes, and it's just a person ready to kill. Bloodstained tightly. I'm glad we could help each other get what we want. What would it be? Not the combination log, not the monster flyer, not the commemorative photo. Can record and play it back. We don't really want that. Don't need that either. Park in the front. And dug the monster's footprints. Is there something else here? There are no clues as to the whereabouts of Dover's son or Gustavia's son, which until the day before the incident regularly visited. Okay. Report on nightly. I'm all but certain there is a connection. Tomorrow I shall interrogate him. I'll get him to confess that he's one of Dogen's. The thing we laid to rest in front of the fire. Then must retrieve it. It's this.
Take that!
The pull from Patricia Rowland to Balze de Beste. It said that something was laid to rest in front of the flower bed. So Balze was following Miss Rowland's instructions to dig it up? But why would he dig up 3 holes? The report didn't state which of the 3 flower beds the item was in front of. Oh, so Balze didn't know exactly where to dig. That's why he had to dig up all 3 spots. Most likely, yes. But Balze himself was none too happy about that. He went through all that trouble. I wonder what he was trying to dig up.